Good evening, everyone. This is your host, Dr. Hitosh Daya, and welcome back to Health Industry. So, today, the topic I've picked out is kinda amazing and very controversial. So, the topic of today is religion and my views on religion. Okay, so I belong to the Hindu community, and in case you don't know, I am from India and I belong to a Hindu community. Hindu communities are one of the best and most free form communities there is. We are the we are the prime advocates of freedom of speech and various other stuff. Hindus rock, the best kind of people there are. I suppose Christians and other people say the same, and Muslims get the worst rap out of all of these. But I do not believe in any specific these things. I don't believe in anything at all or any stereotypes. I do not believe in any stereotypes at all. So let's start with the quote of the day. The quote of the day is: the time when you have only seen one set of footprints is when I carried you. So it is a partial stanza from a poem known as Footprints in the Sand by Mary Stevenson. So let me just recite this. The one of the most best lines of this poem, because I love this poem. So I said to the Lord, you promised me, Lord, that if I followed you, you would walk with me always. But I have noticed that during the most trying periods of my life, there have been one set of footprints in the sand. Why, when I needed you most, you have not been there for me? The Lord replied, the times when you have seen only one set of footprints is when I carried you. I suppose it tells a great deal about faith. Okay, so now let's talk about religion in general. What are my views on it? So first I'm going to talk about how it developed. I think how religion developed was, it is a form of control it over societies. So let's believe I suppose it will get very controversial from now on. Okay, so I'm gonna be raw honest with you, buddy. You are my best friend. I'm gonna assume you're my best friend, and you're gonna keep all my secrets, which is a very foolish endeavor. But I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. So I think religion was nothing but control, a form of escape. For example, I recently experienced the biggest shift in belief. I recently had a dream in which I lost one of my parents. They died, and I was crying my eyes out. And I woke up from such an atrocious nightmare. And let me tell you, I was so distraught that I shared it with a friend of mine. And I kid you not, my friend replied, oh, it's a good sign. That my mother used to say that if someone dies in someone's dream, that means they are actually going to live a very long life. And it is a very nonsensical statement, but it made me feel good. It made me relieved that it's a good sign. Okay, so that is, I think, the core of faith and religion in general. Make believe, and what people do, tell each other to feel good about their life. What will happen after death? A question that should scare the shit out of a lot of people. Not, death is a very atrocious concept that we mortals have to deal with. And similarly, as I was told by a friend that if someone died in your dream, then don't worry at all, bro. They're gonna actually live a very long life. Someone's parents, a kid who was scared out of his mind that I'm gonna die, their parents probably told them that don't worry, there is this God, and you're gonna go to heaven, and you're gonna live a absolutely beautiful and wonderful life after death. I mean, the kid probably felt better. So that is how I believe faith came to be. Now, the prevalent theories regarding whether there is God or there is no God. Let me tell you the two arguments that I abide by. That I listen. I'm a former atheist. Now I don't know what I am. I am a I don't know guy. I am the guy who believes that it is okay to not have all the answers, and there are limits beyond which a man cannot know, and I acknowledge those limits, and I know mine. I am no longer an atheist. An atheist is someone who believes that there is no God. I used to be an atheist till 10th, 11th, 12th class. Now I'm no longer so. But I don't know guy. Maybe there is a God, maybe there isn't, but I will live my life guided by the principles, communities, structures, and faith that has been bestowed upon me by this society and my upbringing. And I'm okay with not knowing all the answers. That's what I am. I don't know what it is called, if there's any terminology for this kind of philosophy. Okay, so the question that shook me from my past, from my path as an atheist, okay, will be, once upon a time I was an atheist, and then I heard a documentary on YouTube, TED Talk somewhere, which described a very, very, very delicate situation. Let's suppose you go to the moon with an aircraft, and you arrive there and you see strands arranged, you see rocks arranged in a randomly. If the rocks are fallen around randomly, there is no pattern, no kind of no symmetry to it, then you would assume that doesn't make any sense. But what if 1,000 rocks were arranged in a very, very specific pattern, let's say S-shaped, S S S S S? Now that would you would suspect that it is the work of an intelligent life, that they have arranged it in a specific pattern. Now that is how he described our DNA. It is a double helix model. I as a doctor know it very well, with base pairs arranged in a very, very amazing manner. I know it has all been explained away and theorized by physicists and biologists as due to different bonding forces in chemical compounds, but the level of complexity that has been achieved in it is simply the level of complexity from our molecular atomic level to our DNA level, to our cellular level, to our tissue level, to our organ level, to our organ system level, and to life in general, the physical world, is too goddamn astonishing for it to be not be work of an intelligent, a hyper intelligent, a super intelligent life form. So that is what shook me from my belief that there is no God. And now the other possibility, the second half of the equation, the one that says that atheism is right, that there is no God, is gonna be the concept of infinity. If, let's say, the universe is infinite, and there are infinite possibilities, there are infinite possibilities of nothing happening, sum zero of all complexities being zero, for example, for there being a dead planet space. So there are infinite number of earths with no planets on them, and there are infinite number of planets with infinite number of complexities. The concept of infinity is very, very hard to comprehend to a human brain, but I kind of grasped some of it, a little bit of it, from a very interesting TED talk I read once upon a time, that infinity is infinite. So if the universe is infinite, so the chances of a coin toss being head and tails both is infinite. A Rubik's cube being arranged in being tossed randomly, getting 1,000 heads in a row is infinite. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? That there are infinite chances of anything happening. So the level of complexity that life has birthed, there are infinite chances of it happening randomly. So that is the theory that says that there is no need for a god, for a hyper intelligent, super intelligent life form to structure or to manufacture this world, because in infinity there is infinite possibilities, and we are just one of those infinite possibilities. There are infinite number of me out there in other dimensions, other universes, multiverse, whatever. I don't understand it. And these physics, or this physics, this level of physics, this level of comprehension of this physical world, and this level of comprehension of that hyper intelligent life form, my theory is, my belief is that I am incapable of understanding the physical world aspect of it as well, and I am incapable of understanding, for example, ant is incapable of understanding the complexity of my thought process and my actions. So if there is such a super intelligent life form, God may may God protect me, but if there is such a being, then I am incapable, humans as a whole are incapable of understanding that life form. So why pray? So why pray? The answer to that is, we do not pray for God, we pray for ourselves, for our peace of mind, for our health. That is what I believe religion is. So I suppose I explained everything I had to say. Now I'm gonna finish it with I had a particular few lows in my life, and I wrote a particular poem, and I would like to recite it for you guys. So here goes. How arrogant were you in your delusions? I wrote it to my childish self, to the guy in the 10th class who was arrogant beyond belief, that he didn't need any faith, he didn't need any beliefs. How arrogant were you in your delusions when you declared faith merely men's crafted illusions? How arrogant were you in your delusions when you declared faith merely men's crafted illusions? Why now, in face of your mortality, the fragile bones you hold and their futility? Why now, when life has put you flat on earth, why do I see you searching in the dirt for faith, for meaning, for a single crumb, when you believed in none? So that is a poem I wrote. The poem is titled Atheist. I know it is irony, but irony isn't our whole life a big irony. So this is Dr. Hitosh Daya. That is it for today. That's all I wanted to share about religion, and all I have to say. I do not believe in any stereotypes. I believe there are good people and bad people in every religion. I do not conform to traditional Hinduism or any other religion. I am a man of principle and faith. I respect every religion. I respect everyone. So this is your host, Dr. Hitosh Daya, and that is it for Health Industry Today. Peace out.